Hey everybody, Mean Dean back at you again with another video, and it's part 2 of Rosé Day. Now as you can see, I've got 9 rosés in front of me. Let's open them all up and drink them all right now, shall we? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to taste all 9 of these on camera. As you can notice, probably notice, I think you can see these, yes. There's 5 more BC rosés that I haven't tried yet this year, and a couple I've never tried. I'm sure I've never had Sandhills. Friend is a new winery, I've never had anything from them. The other 3 I'm familiar with and are always good. And down here we're into Provence. I think they're all Provence. I think Bandol, which is part of Provence. And this is actually the Southern Rhone. So anyway, 4 French rosés. I'm not going to taste all 9 of these on camera, like I said, but I'll taste 3 or 4 of them probably. And but I will review all 9 of these as I get through them all. So for now, I think I'm going to start with. Well, I don't know what I'm going to start with yet. I'll figure that out in a minute. First of all, I'm going to pause the video for a second, move all these damn rosés out of the way, and then I'll taste something. I think I'll start with the BC one. We'll see. It's like a lottery. You never know, do you? All right, back in a minute. Okay, so I decided to actually start with the one that I'm most curious and most excited about, I think, because I am pretty unfamiliar with wines from Bandol. At least I think I am. Hi. As you can probably tell, it's got that beautiful Provence rosé color that you expect, with a little bit of an orangey tinge, which is interesting. So this is 2018. The winery is Pigna, probably Pigna, I don't know how to pronounce, P-A-G-N-A, from Bandol, $34.99 at Liberty Wines in Granville Island. Bright peach. It's not only does it look a little bit orange, it smells a little bit orange. The peach is really kind of overwhelming almost. Nectarine, maybe a little bit of apricot, a little bit of, there's some salinity there too, a little bit of sea spray. All right, let's see. What's the alcohol? 13.5. So this Bandol region is the one that I have read that the rosés age nicely. This is 2018, so it's a few years old. I'm not sure when they bottled it. Probably been in bottle for a year and a half. I don't know if they held it back intentionally or not. A lot of stone fruit. Well, it's not much like most of the Provence rosés that I've had in the past. I'm not sure I like it much. Yeah, a little bit of grapefruit there. It's almost got like a viscosity to it. It makes me think it's like a Viognier. Oh, it's not a Viognier, obviously. I don't know what the grapes are. I assume it's probably Rhone varietals like they usually are in Provence. Well, so far pretty disappointing. Yeah, I'm not gonna be drinking that, I don't think. I'll see what the wife thinks. Maybe she'll like it. Yeah, disappointing. Ugh. Probably dog's fault. Alright, well, enough of that. Let's move on to something else, something better. Which won't be that hard. Okay, so, a bit of an upgrade here, I think. Actually, the wife tasted that Bandol rosé, didn't like it either. And I'm wondering if it's on its way to bad. Wasn't obviously like, oh my god, this is horrific bad. But maybe the orangey color is an indication that it's sliding. Anybody out there, an expert on Bandol Rosé, can chime in and let me know. That'd be awesome. Anyway, so here we go. So, Chateau de Clan, Whispering Angel 2020. This is a classic Provence Rosé that you'll find just about anywhere. It's one of the more, I think better selling Provence Rosés in North America, I think. And a lot of people say it's really overpriced. They might be right. It's $48.99. But one of the reasons I think it's that it's well, for one thing, it's supply and demand. People keep buying it at $48.99. That's what rosé is supposed to smell like from Provence. But you know, obviously, is it overpriced? If it was horribly overpriced, people wouldn't be buying it. But it's also consistent. I don't think I've ever had a bad bottle. It's not my favorite rosé in the history of the world, although it's pretty damn good, and this smells pretty damn good. You're still not getting an executive producer credit, sweetheart. She hasn't been feeling that well the last day or so, so I'm just letting her hang out. She's following me around wherever she can, like a puppy dog. I guess that's where that phrase came from, eh? Alright, back to the wine here. Yes. That smells exactly like I would expect it to smell. The salinity is what really gets me with a lot of Provence rosés. Red fruit, stone fruit, peach. What you're missing that we get in a lot of BC rosés is the overwhelming watermelon, cranberry. There's a little bit of raspberry here. Hallelujah, praise Jesus. That is what I was hoping for. It's kind of what I was hoping the last one was going to taste like. Yeah. I'll pay $48 for this every year because I know I'm going to get a good bottle of wine. Strawberry, raspberry, rhubarb. Rhubarb brings a little bit of bitterness on the finish, but it's not, you know, bitter is a word that scares people, and I understand because bitter can be awful. But it's not always awful, and in a case like this, that bitterness almost combines with the salinity on the finish, which is still finishing. It's a very long finish for a rosé. I've still got those flavors coming down my throat here. 30 seconds, 30, 40 seconds later. A little bit of tree fruit. There's a little bit of hint of like a ripe pear. Yeah. Yes, winner, chicken dinner. Probably would pair nicely with a chicken dinner. Maybe not. Okay, so yes, we have one winner at least from France. I think there's still two more from France and 6 or 7 from BC to taste. So let's get on to the next one, shall we? Okay, so here's one I'm completely unfamiliar with. I've never been to this winery. I've never had a single bottle of wine from them. I've heard of them. I know about where they are, but I haven't got around to visiting yet. This is Friend Estate Winery. And of all the BC wines I'm tasting on this little video, this is the only one that's actually 2019. I just happened to be in a liquor store. I was picking up a couple bottles for the Cheap and Cheerful series, and I came across this one. This liquor store, the private liquor store, actually had quite a few different wines from Friend, so that's good for them. Hopefully it's good. Let's find out, shall we? I wonder what it's made out of. Oh, I'll look it up and I'll make a note of it. Honestly, there's not much there. There's a little bit of white peach. red cherry? Swirl, swirl, swirl. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's awful. So that's a bad bottle. Explains why I can't smell anything. On the back here it says citrus and cherry notes paired with white raspberry. White raspberry? What the hell is white raspberry? Anyway, I'm sure it's not supposed to taste like that. If it does, it's awful. So I'm not even going to review that one. I'm going to go to something else. Okay, so now we have one that I'm sure will be better than that one. Well, first of all, I'll see if I can find the receipt for that and return it, because that was horrific. Quellsgate 2020 Lucy's Black Rosé, named after their Grand, it says in the back of the bottle. 70% Pinot Noir, 30% Pinot Meunier. Always a winner. Always very Provence-ish. I think it's about as close to Provence's BC Rosés get, generally. Lots of red fruit, raspberry, a bit of strawberry, tiny bit of peach, a little bit of like a blood orange peel. So there's a little bit of watermelon, a bit of pink grapefruit. So, I mean, if you've ever watched my videos or read any of the blogs about rosés, I don't like watermelon, I don't like grapefruit, I don't like cranberry. I hate those three fruits more than you could possibly imagine. So when I get a rosé that's tastes a lot like those, especially the ones that taste a lot like watermelon, Jolly Rancher candies, it's usually not my thing. But I don't mind those flavors being in there if they're part of an overall process, part of an overall package. There's definitely a little bit of pink grapefruit there, and a little bit of citrus. Lemon, like Meyer lemon. But they just can't be up front. They can't dominate the rosé. It's just not going to be much for me. Doesn't mean other people won't like it, but I mean, my wife loves watermelon. It's one of her favorite fruits. No thanks. More citrus on the palate than on the nose. Lemon lime, not lime, excuse me, lemon rind, tangerine, rhubarb. Putting that mouth-watering is the acidity, a little bit of bitterness. A little bit of strawberry. Not really intense red fruit. It's very different. It's actually much more red fruit on the palate, excuse me, on the nose than on the palate. I seem to recall that last year too. I think last year, double check my notes, but I'm pretty sure last year it was an incredible nose and a really good on the palate, which is what I would say here too. It's almost impossible to live up to that or those aromas. Yeah, very good. Going to be in the top 3 or 4 this year, probably too, unless some of the ones I haven't tasted yet blow me away. Very nice, but a little more lemony than normal, I think. A little bit of nice medium plus finish, but citrusy. A little bit of grapefruit, quite a bit of lemon, like lemon pith, a bit of rhubarb, a little bit of red raspberry, a little bit of strawberry. Yeah, so, nice wine, always reliable. I will get on to something else now. Okay, next up, 2020 Cedar Creek Platinum Home Block Rosé, 100% Pinot Noir. And if I'm not mistaken, I have to double check my notes from last year. I just spilled all over the place. I believe this was my favorite, or at least tied for my highest rated rosé from BC last year. And it's been delicious. Boy, did I ever spill. What a messy son of you know what. Yeah, hello, look. Okay. So, little bit of pink grapefruit, strawberries and cream, which is very common to this particular rosé. I seem to recall that from last year for sure. A tiny bit of citrus, a little bit of lemon, like lemon zest. Hint of watermelon. It's just there in the background. Alright, let's see if it's as good as last year's. Wow. Yes. I'm not sure it's as good as last year's, but it's damn good. Oh, just mouth-watering acidity. It reminds me of like a really acidic Riesling. Ooh. Beautiful strawberry flavors. Tangerine. Blood orange, Meyer lemon. There's a lot going on there. Yeah. Pink grapefruit comes through in the mid palate, but not overly tart. Finishes forever. Well, yeah, it's delicious. Be interested to see how it opens up over the next hour or so. I'm going to go sit out in the patio and drink it. Yeah. So 35 bucks from the wine shop. This is one that sells out regular. As far as I know, the last time I looked, which was this morning, there was some still available on the website. But if you want it, I'd get it soon because it isn't going to last forever. And especially once the reviews of this get out. Definitely not going to last much longer. I almost feel like there's some, a little bit of stone fruit comes up front too, like a little bit of juicy peach. Interesting. So yeah, I recommend go get this if you can. It's delicious. All right, let's see what's up next. Okay, here we go. This will be the last one I do on video right now. I've discovered that there's still one more French one in there from the ones I had on the table at the beginning of the video. But I also just received Culmina's 2020 Rosé. And we're going to the Okanagan next week. So there will be more. So I will do a third Rosé entry. So what we have here, 2019 Domaine de Dragon Grand Cuvée Côte de Provence, $36.99 from Liberty Wines in Granville Island. I'm sure lots of private liquor stores will carry this too. I don't know anything about Domaine de Dragon, except for the fact that it smells pretty damn good. Grape varieties, Grenache, Syrah, Louvetre. Not a huge surprise there. Oh, blood orange. Subtle notes of strawberry, raspberry, juicy peach, sea spray, a little bit of dried herbs too. Just pulled this out of my wine fridge, which is kept at 9 degrees, so that's basically around fridge cold. It'll warm up a little bit as I swirl it. Dry. Earthy. Interesting. A lot of fruit on the palate. Less fruit, sorry, a lot of fruit in the nose, less fruit on the palate. Still there. It's not bad. White grapefruit. A little bit of tartness. Salinity. Medium acidity. It's a little different than a lot of Provence Rosés I've had in the past. It's delicious though. I might describe this, you know, I've had 2 sips of it, but right off the bat I might say this might be a really good food pairing wine. One more good sip here. Meyer lemon, blood orange pith, peach. Not a lot of the red fruits, not a lot of strawberry or raspberry on the palate. Nice long finish. 12.5% alcohol. So that's about right. So nice. Okay, so yeah, that's I recommend this one too. I don't think I like it as much as I like some other Provence Rosés. Ones that get a little more red fruit. And at $37, I think you might be able to do a little better than that. But it's still very good. Don't get me wrong. Nice wine. It's going to settle down a little bit too. See if it improves as I'm sitting up in the living room drinking it. Alright, so that's the end of the Rosé Part 2. Part 2. There will be a third, like I said. I will eventually get around to doing a blog post with all these reviews of the wines I tasted on this video. But for now, c'est la vie, that's it. As I said, I'm going to be going up to the Okanagan next week. So there will be a flurry of blog posts anyway, and maybe a video or two. We'll see what I can arrange up there. But for now, anyway, you probably won't hear from me for 10 days or so. So, in the meantime, have a good time, drink great wine. See you soon. Bye.